Hello everyone, ARG back finally. And for those of you with an acute sense of sight, you can see that the background is completely different behind me. I have moved, so I'm still trying to figure out the acoustics in this room. I'm still trying to figure out, things. Because of the move, all of my sound settings were kind of messed up. I'm hoping that I have fixed them. I think that I did. I would really appreciate if you're catching this on YouTube later and that nobody, warned me during the stream. If you're watching this on YouTube later, to let me know if the quality of my voice is okay. It's kind of hard to do while you're live. So today is a strange day. Today is March 29th, 2022, and we have learned yesterday night that the owner of the Sens in real life, Eugene Melnyk, passed away. So I have mixed feelings about that. Mr. Melnyk did save the Sens back in, I think it was 2003. The Sens were heading to bankruptcy and they were going to either disappear or get moved to another city, and then he decided to purchase the team and he kind of saved the Sens. So, yeah, that's too bad. So I know absolutely nobody from his family is ever going to be watching that, or any of his close people or anything like that, but I still want to offer my condolences to Mr. Melnyk's family and all of his close ones and everybody that benefited from all of the charity work and everything that he's done. So he's done a lot of good things for the community and everything. So anyway, I wanted to take a minute to do that. So maybe a little bit more on topic. Well, it was on topic to be fair, but maybe a little bit more. The reason why we're here today is so that I can continue playing as the Ottawa Senators in 2022. So of course, during this series last year, I missed the playoffs, didn't do all that great. And then I tinkered with my lineup a little bit, and after the month of October 2022, we are first in the East, so it is pretty exciting. So we did play more games than anybody else, though, so let's not get ahead of ourselves, but still pretty good. Alright, so we have Mason Shaw that's still day to day. And Castellic plays in Belleville these day to day as well. So, well, let's get going now, shall we? Atop of the Eastern Conference. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but hey. So yeah, this room seems a little bit more echoey, so I might need to do something about that if I find that the sound is not all that great. Also, I don't know about the quality of the video. My upload speed here is not as good as it was at my previous place. All right, board confidence. Let's take a look at that. Oh, Eugene Melnyk. Yeah, that's a little weird. All right, so he's very happy with my work. We went 7-3 in October. That was pretty good indeed. All right, so we are about to play against the Boston Bruins. So we are going to be hosting them. The Bruins are 5-2-2, and they are fourth in the East. Boston is one of the teams that actually beat us back in October. So let's get revenge. It was at home too, so let's get revenge. You know what I mean. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this here. So Linus Ullmark is going to be in net for Boston, and we're going to go with Philip Gustafsson. And of course, as usual, go Sens go! Oh, so we did get revenge. It is a 3-1 win here over the Bruins to start the month of November. Thank you very much. Let's see what happened here. We outshot Boston 37-28 in that game. Ducky, Drake Batterson was the first star of the game. He had 2 goals and an assist. Charlie McAvoy was the second star with an assist. And Josh Norris was the third star with an assist as well. Alright. So, we had 16,472 people in attendance for this game. Thomas Chabot opened up the scoring in the first period from Brady Tkachuk and Drake Batterson. Then Drake Batterson scored from Josh Norris and Eric Brandstrom. It was 2-0 Sens at that point. Then Boston scored. It was 2-1 Sens after 1. Nobody scored in the second period, and then in the third period, Drake Batterson scored unassisted. That was an empty net goal, gave us that 2-goal lead with 23 seconds left to go in the third period. And we started November with a victory here. Alright. However, we did lose Connor Brown to injury, so we're going to need to see what we do about that. And see how long it is for, and all of that good stuff. Oh, he's day to day. We're good. Alright, so Ryan Murphy has been put on waivers, so as Christian Reichel. I'm not going to claim them. Alright, let's see here. I do have a spare, right? Ooh, yeah. I have Lawson Krause that can come in. Alright, let's advance today. Then we're going to be playing against the Rangers. Ooh, Kakkonen has been put on waivers. Wow. Corpusalo as well. Mario Ferraro. And Jake McCabe. Dang. Yeah, I'm not going to go for those guys, but yeah, Kakkonen at 1.3 million is kind of a pretty decent deal, I think. Mason Shaw almost recovered. That's good. Oh, Noah Cates signed with the Flyers. Good for him, I suppose. Alright, so the Rangers are in town. They are 3-3-1. That's good for 15th in the East. Right, we have not played the Rangers this season. Let's take a look at their lineup 1 year after the real season. Alright, so as most teams, they are not carrying a full lineup. That kind of bothers me a little bit. Most teams don't carry 23 players. That's a little bit unrealistic. Alright, so Rangers have Georgiev and Shesterkin in net, Lindgren, Jones, Runanen, Miller, Trubel, Lundqvist, and Adam Fox on D, and then Hunt, Lafreniere, Panarin, Barron, Yidl, Strom, Zibanejad, Reeves, Kravtsov, Blais, Kreider, and Kako up front. Alright, well, they are a wounded animal, I suppose. They are second to last in the conference, so let's beat on them. Alright, Igor Shesterkin is going to be in net for the Rangers. We're going to go with Matt Murray, as usual. Go Sens! Oh, another win for the Sens. A 7-4 victory over the Rangers here. We are off to a hot start next year. That I'm almost hoping I'm predicting the future here. Right, we outshot the Rangers 49-41. Adam Goddett was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 3 assists. Drake Batterson was the second star with 4 assists. And Tim Stützle was the third star with 2 goals and an assist. 17,000, I believe that's the max for my arena. So sellout crowd here in Ottawa for this game. Tim Stutzel opened up the scoring in the first. That was a power play goal from Adam Goddett. Then the Rangers tied the game, and then Lawson Krause scored from Travis Sanheim and Artem Zub. It was 2-1 Ottawa. Then the Rangers tied the game. It was tied at 2 after 1. Then in the second period, Nino Niederreiter scored from Shane Pinto, made it 3-2 Ottawa. Then the Rangers tied the game for the third time. But Timmy Stutzel scored on the power play from Drake Batterson and Adam Goddett. It was 4-3. That was the game winner. No, sorry, I thought I won 7-3, 7-4. My bad. Then Adam Goddett scored on the power play. That's the game winner from Tim Stutzel and Drake Batterson. It was 5-3 Sens after 2. Oh, Ryan Strom got a boarding major. Hopefully I don't have an injury. Then in the third period, Eric Brandstrom scored on the power play from Drake Batterson and Adam Goddett. Then Brady Tkachuk scored from Drake Batterson and Thomas Chabot. It was 7-3. The Rangers added one more goal. It was 7-4. We had a 3-goal lead, and that was the end of it. All right, lots of penalties in the third period. Oh, Eric Brandstrom is hurt. That's not good. Hopefully not for too long. Mario Ferraro. Oh god, so Columbus claimed Mario Ferraro from the Sharks, and then they're trying to pass him right through the waivers again. So Brandstrom is out for 1 to 2 weeks, and Lawson Krause also got hurt in that game. I'm going to need to take a look at my lineup now. Oh, and Strom is suspended for his boarding. That's right, Ryan Strom. You're going to miss 7 games. That's a FT suspension there. Passes on point for Drake Batterson. As we saw, he had 4 assists in that win. Austin Matthews extends his goal streak to 6 games. He had a goal against the Devils. Brock McGinn has a torn UCL with Pittsburgh. He's going to miss 6 months. Memorable night in that same game for Jake Gunsel. He had 3 goals and an assist against the Flyers. Ridley Gregg, one of my prospects, got suspended in juniors. Oh no, in Belleville, sorry. He's going to miss 1 game. Blue Jackets had Mario Ferraro from waivers, and then they put him straight back on the waivers, as we saw. And then William Nylander has been put on the block by the Leafs. Alright, let's take a look here. Alright, so Shaw can play. So he's going to take... Okay. Brandstrom is out 1 to 2 weeks. We're going to put him on the injured reserve, and we're going to recall somebody. Yeah, that's probably going to be Nick Holden. There we go. Alright, we have a day off, and then we're going to be hosting the Vancouver Canucks. Yeah, that's a pretty lengthy homestead here. Good night for Jesse Puljujärvi. He had a hat-trick, 3 goals against the Wild. Mason Shaw about to come back. That's also good for us. Alright, Vancouver in town. They are 6-3-1. That's not too bad. Let's take a look at their lineup. Alright, so Michael Ferraro is not going to be playing. He is still out with a concussion, and then Tanner Pearson is also not going to play. He's hurt. So Canucks have Thatcher Demko and DiPietro in net. Stevens, Ekman Larson, Quinn Hughes, Noah Jolson, Burrows, Pullman, and Tyler Myers on D. Carl Hagelin, Imore, Pearson, Dickinson, Miller, Aaron Luchuk, Lemico, Horvat, Peterson, Carlson, Pudzlukin, Oglander, Garland, and Brock Besser up front. Alright, let's beat the Canucks. Why not? We are on a roll. Michael DiPietro is going to be in net for the Canucks. We're going to go back to Philip Gustafsson, and of course, go Sens! A 2-1 victory, so didn't score a whole lot of goals, but the W is what matters. We are on a nice little streak to start this stream here, so that's good. We outshot Vancouver 32-26. Timmy Stützle was the first star of the game. He scored both of our goals. JT Miller was the second star with a goal, and Igor Sokolov was the third star with 2 assists. 15,098 people in attendance for this game. Nobody scored in the first period. Then in the second period, Tim Stützle opened up the scoring from Nick Paul and Igor Sokolov. Then in the third period, Vancouver tied the game, but shortly after that, Tim Stützle scored his 10th of the season from Sokolov and Shane Pinto. It was a 2-1 victory for the Sens. Not a whole lot happened in that game other than that. Alex Formenton improves at right wing. That's good. Right now we have a few days off, and we're going to be hosting the Calgary Flames. Maybe some of our players can get healthy during this time. Stay at home, play some video games, or, have some home-cooked meals. Oh, Nolan Patrick has been put on waivers by the Vegas Golden Knights. Austin Matthews extends his goal streak to 7 games. He had a goal and 2 assists against Columbus. Artur Kalayev extends his goal streak to 5 games with a goal against the Islanders. Mason Shaw is completely recovered. Brett Howden signs with Vegas. And as a result, they decide to waive Nolan Patrick. I like my team. I'm not going to add to it right now. Alright, so, another day off. Let's advance here. Alright, Keegan Kelsar, William Carrier, and William Lagesson have been put on waivers. JT Miller lights the lamp. He had a hat-trick against the Bruins. Ridley Gregg's suspension is over. He is back in the lineup with the Belleville Senators. Nolan Patrick was claimed... Oh, that's funny. He was claimed by the Flyers. So Nolan Patrick goes back to the Philadelphia Flyers. And Paul Cotter signed with the Vegas Golden Knights. Alright, one more day off, and then we're going to be hosting the Calgary Flames. Austin Matthews extends his goal streak to 8 games. He had a goal and 2 assists against the Islanders. Connor Brown is feeling better. So is Lawson Krause. Alright, Calgary in town. They are 5-6-1. We have played them so far this season. It's one of the 3 teams that beat us so far. It was a 3-0 loss in Calgary. Let's avenge that and continue on our perfect month so far. How about that? I'd love that. Jacob Markstrom is going to be in net for Calgary. Matt Murray in net for the Sens. Go Sens! A 5-2 victory for the Sens. Woohoo! Right, Ottawa outshot Calgary 43-28 in that game. Drake Batterson was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Josh Norris was the second star with an assist, and Artem Zub was the third star with an assist as well. 13,852 people in attendance for this game. Drake Batterson opened up the scoring in the first. That was his 5th of the season from Artem Zub and Josh Norris. Then Thomas Chabot scored his 5th of the season as well on the power play from Mason Shaw. It was 2-0 Ottawa after 1. Then in the second, the Flames scored. It was 2-1 Ottawa after 2. Then in the third period, the Flames tied the game, but then Brady Tkachuk gave us the lead again from Drake Batterson and Travis Sanheim. Then Igor Sokolov scored unassisted, and then Dougie Hamilton scored on the power play from Drake Batterson and Tim Stutzel, 5-2. The final score for the Suns. Patrick Kane extends his goal streak to 5 games. He had a goal and 3 assists against the Habs. Great night for Dylan Larkin in that same game. He had 3 goals and an assist. Austin Matthews extends his goal streak to 9 games with a goal against the Capitals. Eric Alla in St. Louis is suspended. He's going to miss 7 games. Connor Brown is getting close, so is Lawson Krause. Alright, we're going to go ahead and advance one more day, and then we're going to be playing against the Kings. My friend JT Dutch's team. Alright, again, Connor Brown and Lawson Krause almost completely recovered. Right, the Kings are in town. They don't have a very good record. They are 2-9-1. Let's take a look. See if we can figure out why. Oh, congratulations to the Kings. They have a full lineup. Right, so it's Jonathan Quick and Cal Peterson in net. Anderson, Bjorn Foot, Stillman, Dowdy, Clark, Walker, and Roy on D. Up front, it's Iafallo, the Anbiter piece of shit, Brandon Lemieux, Adrian Kempe, Athanasiou, Kitchev, Kopitar, Villardi, Quinton Byfield, Dano, Arvidsson, Kalaev, Brown, Mayu, and Fagemo. Alright, they have a pretty interesting offense, I think. I like their offense. Not sure I like their D too much. And Cal Peterson seems rated a little low in my, at least in my save. Alright, let's play the Kings. Jonathan Quick is going to be the goaltender for the Kings. Philip Gustafsson is going to be in net for the Sens. And of course, go Sens go! Oh! First loss of the month against a team that's in the basement, and it is a bad one. We lost 6-0 against the Kings. We're not going to have a whole lot to look at. Kings outshot us 39-20. Matt Roy was the first star of the game. He had 3 assists. Adrian Kempe was the second star with a goal and an assist. And Gabe Villardi was the third star with a goal and an assist. 16,540 people wish they had not gone to the arena this day. Yeah, not a whole lot to talk about here. Let's just move on. Lawson Krause improves at right wing. That's good. Right, so we have a couple of days off, and then we're going to play the Bruins again. We just played them. Getting rid of all of our Bruins game at the start of the season, I guess. Right, Philip Kurashev has been put on waivers by the Blackhawks. Patrick Kane extends his goal streak to 6 games. He had a goal against the Ducks. Alex Ovechkin extends his goal streak to 5 games with a goal against the Rangers. Dynamic passing leads to productive night for Michael Bunting. He had 4 assists against the Flyers. Connor Brown is completely recovered. And there are some Blake Wheeler trade rumors in the league. Blake Wheeler is 36 years old. He's still with the Jets, and apparently we're in the running for him. I can tell you right now, we're not. I am kidding those rumors right now. I don't know who's the little mother fudge sickler that leaked that in the media, but we're not going for Blake Wheeler. All right. Oh, it looks like Ekblad is hurt. Sounds like real life. So Aaron Ekblad is gonna miss 2 weeks with a rotator cuff strain again that he suffered against the Kings. David Perron played in 1,000 games in his career. Didn't get a point in that game. That was against the Wild. David Perron is 34 and he's a 3.5-star player. Lawson Krause is completely recovered, and Eric Brandstrom is starting to feel better. Come back, buddy. We need some puck movement from the back end. Alright, so we are now going to be in Boston to play against the Bruins. Bruins are 9-4-2, so they are not doing too badly at all. They are actually second in the East. Hopefully we can beat them. Matt Murray is going to be in net for the Suns. Linus Ullmark is going to be in net for Boston. Go Suns! 5-2 victory on the road here. That's good. We outshot the Bruins 48-32. Dougie Hamilton was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Thomas Chabot was the second star with 2 assists. And Mason Shaw was the third star with a goal and 2 assists. Dougie Hamilton opened up the scoring in the first from Drake Batterson and Josh Norris. Then Mason Shaw scored from Brady Tkachuk and Thomas Chabot. It was 2-0 Sens after 1. Then in the second period, Drake Batterson scored on the power play from Mason Shaw and Thomas Chabot. It was 3-0 Sens after 2. Then in the third period, Boston scored. Then Tim Stützle scored on the power play from Mason Shaw and Dougie Hamilton, made it 4-1. Boston scored again, made it 4-2. But then Nino Niederreiter scored his 5th from Dougie Hamilton and Igor Sokolov. It was 5-2. The 3-goal lead would hold until the end of the game, and we had a 5-2 victory. Right, and now we're moving right again, and we're going to go play in Detroit against the Red Wings. Nikita Kucherov extends his go streak to 5 games with a goal against the Panthers. A strong game for Alex Tuck in Buffalo. He had 3 goals and an assist against the Leafs. Alex Ovechkin extends his goal streak to 6 games with a goal against the Red Wings. And Eric Brandstrom is almost recovered. Alright, we are in Detroit now to play against the Red Wings. Red Wings are having also a pretty good season. They are 9-3. That's good for 6th in the East. Let's take a look. We have not played them this season. Alright. Alright, so Nick Leddy's not gonna play, he's hurt. Then in net it's Thomas Greisch and Nedeljkovic. On D they have McIsaac, Jordan Esterly, Nardella, Leddy, Barton, Roenick, and Sider. And then up front they have Jones, Fabry, Bertuzzi, Vrana, Stevens, Velino, Granlund, Rooney, Suter, Larkin, Zadina, Ernie, Raymond, and Patrick Kane, who's been put on the trading block. So they acquired him not too long ago, and they are trying to move him again. He's more than a point per game. Alright. Let's beat the Wings. Philip Gustafsson in net for the Suns. Thomas Greisch in net for Detroit. Go Suns! We lost 5-3. We were outshot 38-31 in that one. Michael Granlund was the first star of the game. He had 2 goals. Adam Goddett was the second star with a goal and an assist. And Dylan Larkin was the third star with a goal and an assist as well. Detroit opened up the scoring in the first, then Adam Goddett scored from Tim Stützle and Igor Sokolov. Then Detroit scored again, it was 2-1, and then Drake Batterson tied the game from Josh Norris and Thomas Chabot, tied at 2 here after 1. Oh, that was a goal that was scored with less than a second left to go in the period, too. Oh, Travis Sanheim got a 5-minute major for boarding there, that's not good. Right, then in the third period, we actually took the lead. Dougie Hamilton scored on the power play from Adam Goddett. It was 3-2 Suns, but then the wheels fell off the wagon there. We allowed 3 unanswered goals after that, and we ended up losing 5-3. Right, let's see if Sanheim is... Oh, Stützle is hurt. That's not good. That ain't good. I think he's the league leader in points. Please only, yeah, he is. Please only be a day-to-day injury. It's only a day-to-day injury. All right, that's all right. That's quite all right. All right, so Aiden Fleury and Jamie Alexiak have been put on waivers. No further action needed for Ottawa Sanheim. That's good. So Travis Sanheim not suspended. Still with a day-to-day injury. He has a bruised shoulder. Good night for Nick Suzuki in Montreal. He had 4 assists against the Kings. Matt Martin is suspended in Long Island. He's going to miss 4 games. No one could stop Alec Martinez. He had 3 goals and an assist against the Oilers. And Eric Brandstrom is completely recovered. Alright, yeah, Nick Holden has to go through waivers. I know. I don't think anybody's gonna claim him. Right, we have a day off, and then we're going to be in Long Island to play against the Islanders. Marc-Andre Gregani has been put on waivers. So is Euro Vakanainen. Aiden Fleury hopes for a fresh start with the Blues. Alright, so he was claimed by the Blues. And then Greg Gagné was signed by the Stars, and then they are trying to pass him through waivers. Alright, we are in New York to play the Islanders. Islanders are 8-7. That's good for 10th in the conference. And we have played them this season. We lost 7-4 against them. So let's see if we can beat them on the road. Matt Murray in net for the Suns. Ilya Sorokin in net for the Islanders. And of course, go Suns. Oh, we lost 4-3. That's 2 losses in a row. What's going on? Let's fire everybody. Ooh, we were doubled in shots, 50-25 in that one. That's not good. Right, Anthony Beauvillier was the first star of the game. He had 2 goals and an assist. Nino Niederreiter was the second star with an assist, and Jean-Gabriel Pajot was the third star with a goal and an assist. So the Suns took a 2-0 lead in that game. Eric Brandstrom opened up the scoring on the power play from Mason Chum, Drake Batterson, then Josh Norris from Nino Niederreiter and Thomas Chabot. It was 2-0 Suns at that point. Then the Islanders scored 3 unanswered goals in the second period. They were up 3-2. Then they made it 4-2 in the third period. Then Nick Paul scored from Adam Goddett, made it 4-3. There was still 11:27 left to go in the third period, but we just couldn't tie the game, and we lost 4-3. Arthur Kalayev extends his point streak to 12 games. He had an assist against Pittsburgh. Dylan Strum extends his goal streak to 5 games. He had a goal against the Wild. And then we have a trade between... Oh, those are almost already rivals in real life. Between Vegas and Colorado. Let's see. Oh, that's not a huge trade. So Laurent Brossoit goes to Colorado for a 5th round draft pick. So that's a small trade. Right, we have a day off, and then we're back home for a couple games. We're going to be hosting the Flyers tomorrow. Alright, no news. Flyers in town, they are 8-7. That's good for 12th in the East. We're a little bit on a skid here. Let's take a look at the Flyers, see if we can beat them. Alright, so they have Cam York, that's hurt, he's not gonna play. They also have Zamula, that's hurt, not gonna play, and then Sean Couturier has a sunburn, so he may or may not play. Alright, so Sandstrom and Art in net for the Flyers, Zek, Zamula, Provorov, Oakberg, Ristolainen, Ellis, and Wiley on D. Then Derek Brassard, Farabee, Claude Giroux, Johnson, Van Riemsdyk, Willman, Hayes, Couturier, Nolan, Patrick, Wisdom, Sandin, Allison, Atkinson, and Konechny up front. Go Sens! Felix Sandstrom is in net for the Flyers, Matt Murray in net for the Sens, and again, go Sens! Back to winning, I like that. A 3-2 win at home over the Flyers. We outshot the Flyers 40-30. Brady Tkachuk was the first star of the game. He had 2 goals. Travis Konechny was the second star with an assist. And Mason Shaw was the third star with 2 assists. Sellout crowd here in Ottawa for this game. Flyers scored first in the first period. Then Brady Tkachuk scored his 10th from Eric Brandstrom and Lawson Krause. Then Connor Brown scored his 5th from Lassie Thompson and Mason Shaw. 2-1 Ottawa here after 1. Then in the second period, Brady Tkachuk scored on the power play from Drake Batterson and Mason Shaw, made it 3-1 Ottawa at that point. Then the Flyers scored in the third period, made it 3-2 Ottawa. We held on, and that's a victory. Oh, Roby Arventi got hurt. That's okay. Arthur Kalaev's point streak ended at 12 games. It was held scoreless against the Lightning. Anthony Duclair has a memorable game with the Panthers. He had 4 assists against the Islanders. Dylan Strums extends his goal streak to 6 games with a goal against the Kraken. Andrei Burakovsky has a good game. He had a hat-trick against the Ducks. And is Jonathan Toews about to be moved? He now plays in Carolina, and he's been put on the block. Alright, we have a day off, and then we're going to be hosting the Dallas Stars. Oh, Zach Ostapchuk has been suspended, playing in juniors. Oh, they don't say for how many games. Okay. Alright, the Stars are in town. They have a good record. They are 11-5-1. Good season so far in Dallas. Not a full lineup. Tyler Seguin is hurt. He's not going to play. Kudobin and Oldby in net for the Stars. Heiskanen, Suter, Lindell, Feist, Holmes, and Grushnikov and Klingberg on D. Ince, Robertson, Ben, Weisblatt, Glendening, Spooner, Bluger, Garner, Nash, Stankoven, Bach, Radlov, and Guryanov up front. There's a couple half-star players here on that team. Let's see if we can beat them. Braden Oldby is going to be in net for the Stars. Matt Murray in net for the Sens. And of course, go Sens! Oh, we won in overtime. 3-2. Overtime or the shootout. It doesn't say here. I guess we're going to find out here pretty soon. We outshot Dallas 38-36 in that game. Drake Batterson was the first star of the game. He had a goal and an assist. Braden Oldby was the second star with 36 saves despite the loss. And Myro Heiskanen was the third star with an assist. 15,969 people in attendance for this game. Dallas opened up the scoring in the first. Then Thomas Chabot tied the game. That was a power play tally from Drake Batterson and Brady Tkachuk. It was tied at 1 after 1. Then in the second period, Dallas scored, made it 2-1. Then in the third period, Drake Batterson scored on the power play from Thomas Chabot and Brady Tkachuk to tie the game. It was 2-2 after 3. This went in overtime. Nobody scored, and then it went into the shootout. Oh god, many goals were scored. So Mason Shaw scored, Denis Garyunov scored, Alex Formenton scored, then Klingberg missed. That should have been... Oh, no, sorry. Then Josh Norris missed, then Radulov scored, then Pinto and Ince missed, and then Shabbat and Bluger scored, then Hamilton scored, and then Miro Heiskanen missed, and that's how this ended. A 3-2 shootout win for the Suns over the Stars. Jonathan Huberdeau has tallied 600 points in his career. He had a goal and an assist against the Flyers. Ostapchuk's suspension ends, so he's going to be back in the lineup in juniors. Tim Stützle is going to be back soon. That's good. Now we have 3 days off, and then we're going to be going on the road a little bit. Right around Thanksgiving. American Thanksgiving, not Canadian Thanksgiving, because Canada has Thanksgiving as well, but we do it right. Our Thanksgiving is on a Monday, so everybody gets a 3-day weekend. It's a special over for Ryan Strome, back in the lineup with the Rangers. Matt Martin's suspension ends as well, back in the lineup with the Islanders. Tim Stützle is almost ready to come back. Feels like we just saw something similar. Another day off here. Kevin Fitzgerald has been put on waivers by the Hurricanes. I will not be claiming him. I don't think I'm going to claim anybody unless I have a rash of injuries or something. Another day off, and then we're playing the Devils. Oh, Tim Stützle is completely recovered. He can come back and get his spot back as the top scorer in the league. Right, Devils are 8-9-2. That's good for 13th in the East. We have not played the Devils so far this season. Damon Severson is hurt. He's not going to be playing. Mackenzie Blackwood and Jonathan Bernier in net for the Devils. Graves, Smith, Sigenthaler, PK Subban, Walsh, Russo on D. Andre Palat is now in New Jersey. He's up front. Kokanen, Miles Wood, Hughes, Ishier, McLeod, Colin White that I traded there in the Dougie Hamilton trade. Mercer, Vay, Gauthier, Thompson, Bratt, Sharangovich, and Cole Sherwood. How is our friend Colin White doing in New Jersey? 6 points in 19 games. Alright, let's play the Devils. Philip Gustafsson is going to be in net for the Suns. Mackenzie Blackwood in net for the Devils. Go Suns! We lost 3-2 on the road here. Valiant effort, but we got robbed here. Well, not robbed, but their goaltender was solid. We had 41 shots to their 35. Andre Palat was the first star of the game. He had a goal and an assist. Drake Batterson was the second star with an assist, and Mackenzie Blackwood was the third star with 39 saves. New Jersey opened up the scoring in the first. Then Dougie Hamilton tied the game in the second. That was his fifth of the season from Mason Shaw and Thomas Shabbat. It was 1-1 after 2. Then in the third period, the Devils scored twice. They were up 3-1. Then Josh Norris scored his fifth from Brady Tkachuk and Drake Batterson, but it was too little too late. We couldn't get the tying goal. We lost 3-2. Oh, Shabbat is day-to-day. That's not good. Daniel Sprong is suspended in Chicago. He's going to miss 6 games. Connor McDavid is hurt with a sore knee. He's gonna be day to day. Kyle Masters has a great game with the Wild. He had a hat trick against the Ducks. Right, we have a day off, and then we're going to be playing in Tampa Bay against the Lightning. Oh, Provorov has been put on the block in Philadelphia now. That's somebody that I might be interested in. Right, Shabbat can't play, so I guess Lassie Thompson draws in. Right, so Tampa Bay is 7-10-2. They are struggling a little bit in Tampa. They are dead last in the East. Who believed that would happen? Not me. We're 1-0 against the Lightning this season. Let's take a look at their lineup now. We already saw their lineup. I played them. So let's just play them. In Tampa Bay to face the Lightning. Matt Murray is going to be in net for the Suns. Amir Miftakov is going to be in net for the Lightning. Go Suns. We lost 4-0 on the road. Not a good game. We were outshot 39-32. Miftakov was the first star of the game. He had 32 saves, the W, and the shutout. Day was the second star with 2 assists, and Sergachev was the third star with a goal. Alright, now we're going to advance one day, and we're going to be in Philadelphia to play against the Flyers. Not a whole lot to talk about that 4-0 loss, other than to say that it sucked. No further discipline for New York's Vitaly Kravtsov, not suspended. James Van Riemsdyk has a good game. He had a hat-trick against the Rangers in that same game. Chris Letang has reached 500 assists in his career. He had an assist against the Blue Jackets. Chris Letang is 35 years old and he is still a 3.5-star player. Tanner Jeannot is suspended with Nashville. He's going to miss 5 games. And Adam Larson with the Kraken is also suspended. He's going to miss 1 game. Right, sorry about that. Right, so we are in Philadelphia to play the Flyers. They are now 9-11. That's good for, well, they are dead last now. The Lightning won against us, so they jumped over them. So we are 1-0 against the Flyers. We played them a little bit earlier this month, so let's see if we can beat them again. Go Suns! With Philip Gustafsson in net for us, Carter Hart in net for the Flyers. We lost 4-2, so our really good start to the season is still okay, but we're starting to falter a little bit. So it's a 4-2 loss here in Philly. We were outshot 38-33. James Van Riemsdyk was the first star of the game. He had 2 goals and an assist. Mason Shaw was the second star with a goal and an assist. And Nolan Patrick was the third star with 2 assists. So James Van Riemsdyk opened up the scoring in the first. Then Dougie Hamilton tied the game from Tim Stützle and Mason Shaw. Then the Flyers scored again. It was 2-1 Flyers after 1. Then in the second period, Mason Shaw scored on a power play from Drake Batterson and Eric Brandstrom. It was tied at 2, but then the Flyers scored. It was 3-2 Flyers after 2. They added 1 more goal in an empty net in the third period, made it 4-2, and that was the loss that we suffered today. Oh, John Quenneville has been put on waivers. Colin Blackwell, Garrett Pilon, and Cody Clark. Ryan Ellis is out for 6 months. The Flyers are not lucky with that signing. I mean, in real life, this year he missed, I think, most of the season, if not all of it, save for a few games. Oh, that was against us too. Ooh. Sorry, buddy. All right, so Flyers are without Ryan Ellis for 6 months. There was a trade between Washington and Carolina. Cody Clark goes to the Hurricanes for a second-round draft pick, and again, the Hurricanes are trying to pass him through waivers right away. I hate those trades. It doesn't make any sense. Trade between Washington and Seattle. Nick Jensen is going to the Kraken for a 5th-round draft pick. Yeah, then we saw those waivers. All right, one more day off, and then we're going to be playing the Vegas Golden Knights. Nicolas Aube-Kubel has been put on waivers by the Avalanche. Patrick Kane has a good game. He had 3 goals and an assist against Vegas. Eric Ola, suspension ends. Back in the lineup in St. Louis. Suspension over for Adam Larson with the Kraken. Back in the lineup there as well. And yeah, Cody Clark was claimed on waiver. So the Carolina Hurricanes just pissed away a 2nd-round draft pick for the heck of it. Why not? That's a big flaw in the game, I'm afraid. Alright. Alright, Vegas is in town. They are 9-8-5. We have not played them this season. Let's take a quick look at their team. No injuries in Vegas. Robin Lehner and Patera in net. On D, they have Martinez, Theodore, Cormier, Pachal, Coughlin, Corcoran, and Pietrangelo. Up front, they have Pacioretty, Marchessault, Ratcliffe, Smith, Cotter, Dorofayev, Ronberg, Stevenson, Carlson, Eichel, Lesishin, Auden, Dadonov, and Mark Stone. Alright, Yuri Patera is going to be in net for Vegas. Matt Murray in net for the Sens. Go, Sens, go! And it's a 6-3 victory. We end the month of November with on a nice note. A little victory here, 6-3 over Vegas. We were outshot 36-33 in that one. Drake Batterson was the first star of the game. He had 2 assists. Tim Stützle was the second star with 2 goals and an assist. And Nick Paul was the third star with a goal and an assist. 15,490 people in attendance for the game. We scored 4 goals in the first period. Mason Shaw opened up the scoring on the power play from Tim Stützle and Drake Batterson. Then Tim Stützle from Drake Batterson and Artem Zub. Josh Norris from Brady Tkachuk and Artem Zub. And then Mason Shaw scored his 10th from Nick Paul and Lawson Krause. It was 4-0 Sens at that point. Then Vegas scored. It was 4-1 after 1. In the second period, Vegas scored, made it 4-2. Then we had a rare fight. Brady Tkachuk and Braden Pachal got into it. And in the third period, Nick Paul scored from Dougie Hamilton and Josh Norris. It was 5-2 Sens at that point. Vegas scored, made it 5-3, and then Tim Stützle scored on the power play from Eric Brandstrom and Dougie Hamilton. That was a 6-3 victory for the Sens. And of course, we have an injury. Sokolov is hurt. How long are you hurt for, son? Ooh, 2 to 3 months. Yeah, we're gonna need to recall somebody. Right, a torn labrum again. That was suffered. Strong game for Kevin Fiala in Minnesota. He had a hat-trick against the Avalanche. Right, so that's the scouting. And Thomas Shabbat ready for team practice. That's good. Right, let's take care of Sokolov. I guess I can recall Austin Watson. There you go. Right, we have one more day here to sim, and then we're going to be on December 1st, which means we're getting a development report. I like to get those. Then we're going to take a look at what's going on in the league a little bit. Chris Kreider keeps fans on their feet all night. He had a hat-trick against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Artemi Panarin in that same game had 4 assists. The top-sitting jerseys for Ottawa: Matt Murray, Thomas Chabot, Dougie Hamilton, Philip Gustafsson, and Nino Niederreiter. Thomas Chabot is getting ready to come back. Development report. Alright, let's take a quick look here. See if anything comes to... Oh. Oh, Tim Stützle is now a 4-star player. Woohoo! Oh, Nick Holden is really starting to decline. Nino Niederreiter lost a point of stamina, and Austin Watson lost some acceleration. Not good. Alright, Austin Matthews sold the most jerseys in the league, and the players of the month were William Nylander and Michael DiPietro. Alright, let's take a look at the standings. So we dropped a little bit. We are second in the East now with 30 points. Technically we're tied with the Hurricanes, but we have played 4 more games. So yeah, that's gonna catch up to us. Again, we are the team that played the most games in our conference, so that can't be good. Let's take a look in the West and everything. Yeah, the Wild is the worst team in the league. Not doing too good over there. Yeah, the East is a lot stronger than the West so far. Not even close. Like, the last team in the West to clinch for a playoff spot has as many points as the last team in the East. Wow. The season's still kind of, young, so that can change quite a bit again, but that's kind of interesting still. Let's take a look at our stats. Our best player is Drake Batterson. He has 33 points in 24 games. Then Tim Stützle, 31 in 21. Mason Shaw, 24 in 19. Brady Tkachuk, 22 in 24. Norris, 19 in 24. Chabot, 16 in 21. And then it goes down from there. So we're not looking too bad. Let's take a look in the entire league. Best goal scorer is Alex Ovechkin, 18 goals. The best passer is Drake Batterson with 25 assists. That's nice. And then the best scorer is Austin Matthews with 35 points. Not as nice. Yeah, our goaltenders are not exactly killing it. So we're winning, but it is not because of our goaltending. Alright, folks, I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Was nice to be back. Hopefully you've enjoyed. And please let me know about the voice. It's very important for me. I try as much as I can to put out some quality, but sometimes I need help with people pointing things out to me. So if the sound is not good, please let me know. But that's going to be it for today. So as usual, I do want to thank you for tuning in. And if you're catching this on YouTube later and that you've liked the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And until I roll this game again, I'll see you folks next time. Thank you.